Welcome to KSR Datavizon YouTube channel. We are into the part 3 video where we'll be discussing about building a report from scratch. We have already completed 2 parts, like we have started with the requirement gathering and the data collection. And in the previous video, we have seen about the data transformation and data modeling. And now we are going to do the report from scratch. So we have all the data ready. So in this particular video, we are going to see about charts. Using charts and using custom charts, you'll be building a beautiful UI for clients. And if required, we'll be adding the additional columns or additional calculation using DAG function. So this is something which we'll be seeing. Already we have the business requirement document where what is required, they've clearly mentioned. So these are the few things which we'll be working as part of today's video. Now, let's go to the report. This is a plain page which you have with respect to Power BI. I already have the data sets. You have categories, data master, geography, product details, sales rep, and subcategory. Now let's start creating a report from scratch. The first and foremost thing is I always go and create one title to the report. Now this is a title. I will just go and give sales report. I'm trying to avoid the client name. Just be aware of what I'm doing. I'll make it bold. I'll keep it somewhere around 16. I'll put it in the center and I'll go to the background. Background, let me keep some good color, light color. Okay. Now, this is the title which I'm giving, and it's basically a title to the report. Now, what we can do, the next thing is we have to come up with slices. So it's always good practice to have some good slices because it makes our report interactive. So before that, what we have to do is this is one single page. In one single page, maximum you can fit up to 3 or 4 visuals. Post that anything you add, it becomes clumsy. Now, how to handle this? You have something called page size. In the page size, you can either go with 4:3 or a letter type or a tooltip or maybe the custom. So let's go with the custom. In the custom, let me give it as 1300 and let me give it this as 1300. Now this is very huge, but what we can do, we can go to the view and set this to fit to width. If you see the fit to width, it will adjust according to the page. So one advantage of going with the fit to width is with respective of whichever resolution you are having, you can have the content to be in one page. Now, this is something which you are seeing. So this is a good space to build a report. If in case if you feel that this is still not feasible, you can go and increase the width to 1400 as well. So you will see there is a scroller. So within this page, extended page, we have to build a report. Now let's go with few slices. So let me go and add the first slicer. In the first slicer, let me go and add country. So whenever I'm adding country, so this is a country one. Let me go and do some designing. So slicer header, let it be country. And in fact, this is taking a bit of more space. Let's put it as drop down. So if you put it as drop down, you just need to select like this and leave it. So it is utilizing less space. Now let's make this add border. Go to the header. Maybe font color, you can keep it as black. And font family also, you keep it as bold. So I'm just making sure that it is bold because you see in your mobile phones or YouTube videos, it should be clear, but in the real time, you need not keep it as bold. Now coming to the items, again, I'll keep it as bold. Now, if you see, this is visible. Now, what I can do is for this, I can give some color. I can give some color. Let's keep it as the same color which I used. So this is one slicer. Now what I can do, I want another slicer where I can simply copy paste this. And in fact, if I copy paste this, instead of country, let me put it as year. Now if you see, I can see all the years. Now again what I will do, I will go and again I'll drag this. This time I will drag it to month. Now here I don't want this drop down, but instead I want to be displaying in a horizontal way. So what I can do, I can go here and orientation, you can put it as horizontal. Now I got it. Just see if 12 months is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But is it? It is not in the order. It is not in the order. So before that, this title also seems to be a bit less. What we can do is we can reduce this. We'll go to the selection header, and instead first we'll make this so that it will get this font, but it's too much. The font size is too much. Let's go and reduce the. Okay, this and this should be of same size. Okay, now just check if this and this is in same size. Now everything is good, but what is the problem is either you can go and order in ascending order or descending order, but you're not getting in the order of January, February, March. That order you're not getting. So how can we handle this? So this is one of the real-time problem. Most of us will be struggling in the real time how to order this month. It is either ordering in the alphabetical order, either in the ascending or descending, but you're not able to order in your default order. So what we can do is in the same table, we'll start adding one new column. And I'll give the name as month order. So what I can do is date master of date and dot, there is something called month number. So let me give this month number. So before that, if you want, I can go and show the data as well. In the data, if you see here, month order I'm getting. So in the month order, January will be given 1 and December will be given 12. So I've added a new column which is month order. Now what I can go and do is in this month name is something which I dragged here. I can go and sort it by month order. Now it is coming in December, November, but it is coming in the reverse order. You can directly go here and sort by ascending. So in that case, now it comes in the order of month order, which I've given as a new column. Now everything is good. Everything is good. Now I need to go and do report. So let's differentiate between the slices and the visual. I will go and add one shape, which as I'll call it as a differentiator between just this is just for my understanding. So I will do one thing. I will drag this to this and let me give some strong color. Okay, so this differentiates between my slices and the report. So I can draw one more thing. I'll tell you why I'll draw one more thing in the later part, but for now I'll create one more here, and this also I'll keep it as black. Now let's do our reporting. Now for the first time, what we are going to do is we are going to include one card. So card is a very important number where you will get to know how much sales we are making, how much revenue we are making. All this information you will get it. So I'll drag this card and I'll take total sales or revenue and drag it to this. Now this is too much. Let's reduce it. Data label 45 is too much. 25 is too less. 25, 20 should be 25 should be the ideal one. Now this is good. Now what we can do is this total revenue, you can keep it as like that, and better I will add border, and we can go here, and in the category you just make it to be bold, and this is something which I'm getting as part of one card. Now the next thing is you need to create few more cards. So what we can do with a few more cards, I can simply copy paste this and I can put it here. Now this time I don't want total revenue, let me want gross profit. Make sure the alignments are good, correct. Okay. Now after that, I also want to know how many units have been sold. So let's see, Control V, Control C, I'll drag it here, make sure this is proper alignment, and for this time I will include something called units. Okay, 4 million units has been sold. Now this is about the cards. Now I want to have a separator again. So let me go to the insert shape, and this shape is like it's horizontal. I want vertical. Let's have shape rotation. I think rotation, let's keep it as 90-degree. Now I'll separate this, where again I can use it as black. Here it is. The shape color, okay, outline. Outline, let's put it as black. Now what I will do, for this visual, let's put some light color in the background. Let's put some light color in the background. It will tell us what type of report we are building. So let's put some light color. Very light color I want. Greenish light green I want. Choosing the colors could be a bit challenging because your client should like it and it should be user friendly as well. Okay, some color I've added. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll keep this. There is a format painter. You can start adding the format painter to every visual. Keep this format painter, keep this format painter, keep this. Okay, now even in the background of the page also I can keep some light color. Let's keep some light color. And let me increase this. Okay, now it looks good. The background looks good. The visual also looks good. Now what I can do, I can go and add few more things. For the first, what I'll do, I'll create one pie chart. Maybe I'll copy paste of the same size. And for the first chart, let me add subcategory name, and let me add total revenue. Okay, now what we can do is, this is not readable, so we'll put this down and we'll try to see how well it is readable. Okay, now this is good. Let's keep this later, but this is good. I'll click this format painter and click this. So it's good. Now what I can do, I can go here and adjust some things. For example, let's keep it title. Let's keep it in the black, or let's keep it in the same color. The same color is this one, and let's make it as center, and let's make it as bold, and make sure the same font is selected. The same font is selected. The font is this one, and in fact the size is too high. Let's keep it as 13. Now coming to legend. So legends will go here. We'll again see the legend. It is right center. How it looks if it is on the top, or how it looks in the bottom, or I think top should be good. And after that you make it to be black, and you make it to be 11, and you can put it as bold. Right now, this is the data labels. Again, come back to the data labels. In the data labels, again keep it as a black. You can keep it as visible 11. That should be fine. This you can keep it as bold. So I am doing it, but you have to remember the fonts which you are keeping. Okay, what font you're keeping, just remember that. And what we can do is we can go to the legend, and we can, okay, this is visible. And the one thing which I'll change is the color. Color is something which I have to change. I'll go to the color. Let's keep some shades of color. Let's say this is blue, and let's say this is again bluish. So always make sure your colors are good. So this is blue, and this also I'll keep some blue shade. Let's keep it dark blue, and there's one more blue. Let me keep it as, this is light blue. This and this looks like same color, and let's choose it from here only. Yeah, this is how I've given. Now what I've done, this is with respect to total revenue by subcategory. Now if you want, you can just drag it one more time, and you can put here, and this time you can go and select, instead of subcategory name, you can keep what column you want. One you can keep as the other thing you can keep it as category. We do have a category here, so let's keep it as category. So we have a special category and we have a general category. If you like it, you can keep this, or else you can keep it as donut chart as well. But there is a purpose of using donut chart, that you can add any visual, or if you want any values, you can keep that. Right now, let's say I want the top 5 or top 3 salesperson. I can keep it as multi-card. I can keep this as a multi-card. So I'll add this multi-card here just to fill the space. And for this multi-card, I will drag the salesperson name, and I want them based on the order of top 5 salesperson who has made good sales. Now I can just drag this sales rep here, and basic filtering, you take top 5 and you show top 5, and based on the gross profit they're generating. Now these are the top 5 customers or a sales rep who is having the highest profit. Now let's go here, let's keep this, and let's go and make sure the card title is in black and it is in bold, and you give some title is off. I can just give top 5 sales rep, top 5 sales rep. Now I can make this to be black, and what is the background? background you need to go with this color. So let's do one thing. I'll go here, format painter, I'll keep here. And this is something which I need to change. So what I'll do, I'll go here, keep the title. Okay. Now this is something which I got as a title. Okay. Now let us adjust this as well. Let's make all the pie charts as of same size. Okay. Now one side of the report is completed. Now what we will do, we'll install some apps from App Store. So what we will do is, this is a sales report, right? Let's look into some of the scroller. There is something called scroller. So if you are using any custom charts, make sure it has been certified by Power BI, or else it will be a problem. So let's add this, and this can be added only if you have an organization account. So let's add this. This is a scroller. Let me have this product name, and I will have total sales made. So that is going to be total revenue. I'll add in this value. So this is something which is very good to see. So let me click this format painter and I'll add this so that I'll get the heading. Okay, I got it. Now what I do, I can fill this space. This is one of the report which I did for my client. You have to have patience to do this. Okay, I've adjusted it. This makes me something like, okay, it's a dynamic, something is going on. So this type of things you will be usually seeing in airports or maybe any share market. So that is something which I've added here. There is no limitation that you have to use it, but this looks good. But if you don't like revenue, maybe you can still go with gross profit, something like that. And there is something correction is required. What is the correction is required for this total revenue? Let's keep only 2 decimal points. Why it's not changing? We have to go here, and for the total revenue, mark it as decimal. Okay, it's changing. Okay, so this is changing. Okay, so this part is done. Now let's go and do something they've asked for. They're asking breakdown analysis by product. So you need not worry. There is straight away one visual which can give you that. It's called waterfall chart. So waterfall chart is completely which will give you the information on the breakdown analysis. Now let's see how. Now I'll go here. I want it by year. So I can simply go and drag the date or year from this, and I will break down using product, and the values, it's basically they're asking by sales. Let me go and add the sales in the values. Now this is something which I've got it, but it is not in the order. So let's go and order in year, and let me order it in ascending. So 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, I got this. Let me click this format painter and go and click this. Now I've got this requirement. Now what do you understand by this number? Let's increase the font first of all. data labels, I'll switch on it, and also you can keep this even more to the left so that this is visible. If you feel this is something which I could have done it here, you could have put here. Maybe at the end of the day, the alignment should be good. That's it. Nothing we are worried about. The alignment should be good. So this looks good. And what I can do, I can go and simply go with the x-axis, change the font and make it to be bold. So this is correct. And the y-axis also something which I needs to change. Always make sure you are using black for all these headings. And for this is for x-axis, and for y-axis, again make sure you put it as black. And this looks fine, and make it to be bold. Okay. Now this looks good. Now this looks good. So what we can do is, if this is a problem here, so what we can do, we can just adjust like this. We'll make sure both the pie charts and the donut chart are of same size. Okay. I'll just increase by one part. Okay. Now both are of same size, and this is something as part of one thing is completed. Now this is a space which I wanted to complete it. Let me go and add a stack chart or a column chart. Now let's keep this here. And what values you want, you can decide it. So sometimes you may be requiring like based on the product or based on the revenue. So something you can do it according to your need. Now what we will do, we will add subcategory by product. So let's say first of all, I'll just include total profit made by product name. So simply I can go here and drag the product name and let me add gross profit or revenue, whatever you feel which is important. Now this is something which I've got. Now what I will do, I want to have some more information. So let's break that into subcategory name by adding legend. Now I'll go here, select this and make sure I add this. Or I can select this, make format painter and give this. Now this is good. Now this is really good. Total revenue by product name and subcategory, I will get it. Now in case if I select any here, everything is giving good information. This is also taking, this also taking, this also taking, but this is going on a toss. So what I can do is, if I change this chart should never change, because this is for something which they have asked, breakdown analysis by product. So this is something I don't want to change at all. So what I can do, I can go here, I can go with format, I can go to the edit interaction. For this filter, I will block this visual. Now what happens? Let's change it. This will never change. Rest everything will change. Rest everything will change. This will never change. Now finally, they want me to do one quarter on quarter report or MOM report. So what we will do, I will separate it with a one special line. I'll include one line here. This is not mandatory, but I'm making sure that it looks good at least. Now I'll make this black. Okay. Now the final part of the report where I want is I have to write some calculations. See how it looks. The first part is implemented. Now coming to the second part, this is something which you have to do as a quarter on report. So let's go and do some calculations. For calculations, I'll use simple table. First, I need to show you what they want. They want quarter on quarter growth. So how do you implement that? Let's put some table. And once you put the table, you drag the year. Don't summarize. And you drag the quarter. Again, don't summarize. Now, if it's not visible, I'll increase the font for you. This is just for the verification purpose. Actual report we are not doing yet. Now they want quarter on quarter sales. What we can do is we can simply go here, write some measures, new measure. So first of all, I'll do one thing. We have a total revenue. So I'll just mention total revenue equal to sum of sales of revenue. I'll use it as a measure. Now again, what I will do, I will drag this total rev here or total revenue. So this is that every month, every quarter, I'm getting the revenue. Now what I will do, I will go and write one more measure. This time, see, you cannot do this versus this. You cannot compare this versus this. You cannot compare this versus this. This is not possible in Power BI comparing cell by cell. So what is a quarter growth? What is the quarter growth? This minus this will be the quarter growth in the month of 2000, in the month of February, or in the month of quarter, which is the second quarter, which is starting from April, May, June. How it is comparing with the January, February, March. So there is some change happening. How much change happening you want? You cannot simply minus like this. That's not possible. So what we have to write? We have to write one more measure. So what I will write is previous quarter. I will use calculate. I will use total revenue, and the filter I will say previous quarter. In the previous quarter, and the date which I should have is date master of date. So this is the purpose of using date master. You need not give the current date, reference date, nothing. Just take previous quarter sales, you will get it. Now just drag this previous quarter to this one. See what happened now? This value has come here, this value has come here, this value has come here, this value has come here. Now easily you can minus this by this. Now easily you can minus this by this, and easily you can calculate the percentage as well. So simply what I will do, I will go and write the Q on Q growth, Q on Q growth is equal to total revenue minus previous revenue, previous quarter revenue, divided by previous quarter revenue. Now this is something which I'll get it. I drag this quarter on quarter growth, and this time I will make sure it is there in percentage. It is there in percentage. So just see here. Just see here. 2014, and it is not in order. Okay. So 2015, first quarter, the sales is this much. And it is comparing with, let's take this example. Let's take this example. 2015, second quarter, this is the sales. 2015's previous quarter was this much, that has come here. This minus this divided by this will give me the percentage growth. Simple calculation. Now this is something which they wanted, Q on Q growth. Now this is something which I have achieved. Now what I've done is, this is just for the formula, but actually I wanted a line graph. Let me go and create one line graph. Let me go and create one line graph, and let's do it here. And if you want, I can copy it again and I can place it here, because I need one more visual for the other one. So let's keep it like this, small one, and let's copy paste it and drag it here. And let me increase this. Let me increase this. Okay. Now in this, what I want, I need total revenue and I need quarter. In fact, quarter name also you can give it, but let's take only quarter for now. And for this, if I keep the mouse over, I have to get the growth as well. I'll simply go here and add this quarter on quarter to this tooltip. Now if you see here, I'm getting quarter 3. Total revenue is maybe whatever is the number, and the growth is 11%. This is minus 2%. This is 3.74%. So this is minus 6%. So this is what is required. I'll simply go click here, Format Painter, and click this. Done. But it looks like very small. We can click this, Format Painter. There is no data labels here. So let's go here, data labels. I'll increase by 1 font because it is very small. And here also let me go and increase by 1 font. Data labels. Okay, so this looks good. So this is the total revenue and quarter on quarter growth by quarter which I got. Let's say for example I select 2016. 2016, what is a quarter on quarter growth? I will be getting this. Perfect. This is what I wanted. And they also tell that calculate the gross profit month on month by percentage change. Same scenario, same thing I want. But this time I don't want with respect to quarter, I want with respect to month. So this is for just for calculation purpose. I'll simply create one more table, take a year. I can just take directly year, and I can directly take month name. So now it's coming in order. This I will not summarize. Now it's coming in order because I've ordered a month order. Okay. Now I'll take total gross profit. So this is something they want as a measure. So simply go here, just write it, TOT profit. So just write first sum of sales of gross profit, and you got this measure. And the next thing is I'll go again get one more measure, and this time I'm going to get total the previous month gross sales profit, and the formula will be calculate, expression is going to be total profit, and the filter is going to be previous month. Here I have taken previous quarter, here I will be taking previous month, and I'll be taking date master of date. As easy as just taking the date. Now just take this previous month to this one. Just check, this number should come here, this number should come here, this number should come here, this number should come here. Very straightforward. The next one, MOM growth. So this was sales and this was the profit. That's a requirement. And the requirement now will be like, take it out, the total profit minus the previous month profit. Just put it in one bracket, divided by the previous month. Just enter this, and for this number, maybe for the I can give a good name actually. Month on month, yeah, month on month is fine. So month on month growth I'll drag here. So this is something which I'm getting here. Now the number is matching, so let's go here for the same graph. Maybe I'll delete this, I'll copy this, and for this I will take, instead of quarter I'll take month name I'll take, and instead of revenue I will take gross profit. Where is the gross profit? Sales table. Yeah, so gross profit I'll drag here to values. And one more thing which I wanted is month on month growth. Tooltip will give you the extra information. Let's say this is not in the percentage format. Just turn to percentage format, and let's see now. Very good, very good. So this is something which I wanted, and finally I'll change the color. Let's put some color for this, and let's change to some this color. So any year you select, 2015, everything is beautiful information. You have the scroller. Let's view one by one. 2015, what has happened? Try to build a story. Make sure everything is according to the requirement. These two are main graphs because this is something which they have asked. Now one more thing is required is, so this is done, this is done, this is done using waterfall chart, this is done, this is done. So they need an average sales per date. So for average sales per date, it's very easy. We can simply go here, create one more page, create one table, and just take what is the requirement, average sales per day. So you drag the date column and you remove the hierarchy. So it gives every date. I know it's not visible for you. Let me increase a font. Let's put it somewhere around 15 for visibility. And I'll take the sales. Is it sales or is it profit? Okay, it's a revenue. So just take out revenue, and the number of transactions also you can get it by this number. So this divided by this will give you the revenue, because there are in a day, single day, this many transaction has happened, this many sales has, this many revenues happened. This is a total transaction, this is a revenue. In fact, you can divide it, but I will not be worried about that, because directly you can drag this and you can make sure this value you can give it as average year. So a simple check, if you want to calculate, you can calculate it. This divided by this will give you this. So this one you can put a conditional format. In this, maybe if any information is not required, for example, this was not required, this they have not asked, maybe what you could have done is, you could have simply applied a conditional formatting, or you can just remove all this, it was not required. Do some conditional formatting. You can go here. Maybe what you can do for this table, I can just go here, put some good font colors or conditional formatting, field formatting. I'll put some background color. How it looks if I put here. So maybe what I will do, I will go here, copy this first. I'll go and put on top of this. I should have deleted it, but I'm showing you how could I have done it better. I should have deleted and I should have done it, but it's fine. Okay, I don't want that. Instead of that, I'll keep this. I'll keep this format painter. Keep this. Okay, so this is a average sale. So this color I can just go and I'll keep this format painter and I'll keep here. So this is not changing actually. Now let's go here and select this. And what is the field formatting color you want? Go with the background color. Somewhere I lost this color. This color, where it is? I have to go and search again. This is some greenish color, greenish blue. Okay, for now I'll keep it as some light color, but usually this color and this color I will match it. Okay, and now what I can do is I can go and actually I should have selected this by just go to the title. You will get to know which color I've selected. Okay, Now I can go here, I can go to this table now, and I can select the field, I can select the column headers, the background color, I'll put this, and I'll put bold, and let me put it as somewhere around 15. 15 is too much. 12. 12. You can do one thing for this name. You could have changed it some shortcuts. Rename it to rename for this visual. AVG is enough. AVG is enough. Now it's coming good. Okay. For this, what I can do is I can use some conditional formatting. Let me add some icons. Let me go and give some good icons like this. I'll give, and I'll give. I should have done it for this one. I should have done it for this one. So let's go and do it. Let's go and do it icons, and let me give this icons and click OK. And for this, I'll go and remove it. For data bar, I'll go and remove it. Okay. Now, if you see here, when did the sales grow higher? You can see it. Let's say I'm ordering based on the date. Let's say if I've selected 2014, in the 2014, on which day this average was up, on which day the average was down, easily I'm getting. If you still want, the font size looks to be too high. Maybe you can reduce the font size. 14 or 13 should be the ideal one. And for the field formatting as well, field formatting, I can give some good color for this average. Let's say some background color, I'll give some light color. Light color. Yeah, this and this both are same. Now see, this is what I wanted. I have filled the complete requirement. This is my final report now. I have worked with gross profit, I have worked with average sales, I have worked with breakdown analysis, I have done with QBR or QOQ, which is growth. And now they're telling if you want anything else, use the measures and calculation to assemble the sales report with the different visuals to best show the results in one single dashboard. You can do it. Now this is the complete report which I have built as per the requirement. Now here also there is small corrections. Here it should be bold, this should be bold, so this should be bold. That and all is small corrections. In fact, a Power BI report is for almost 3-4 months. It will be there. I'm doing it in this 30-40 minutes. So small corrections will be there. But this is the real time report that we have built according to the business requirement document. So the next step is publishing. We will see how we can publish to the Power BI service. So that will be our last part in this project. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed our channel, and definitely you will learn a lot. Please watch this complete playlist sequentially. This is a part 3. We will meet in the part 4. Thank you all.